guitar. That's right. Today we are going to be diving a little more into guitar. What do you think about that, Faz Talker? That is what we like to see. So, in my journey to guitar, I'm mostly I'm trying to get a Latin guitar. Let me play you a quick little beat from a book I got. I'm learning from a book on some stuff. Like, look at this. I'm gonna play. You can't really see it. I'm gonna play it. That's not the correct area. Embarrassing. It's a little salsa beat. Anyways, that's what I'm trying to do. So I think today what we're gonna do, I have a cool idea. We're gonna try some new kind of music theory. I'm doing, if you guys know Ichika Nito, pretty insane guitarist. I'm kind of throwing myself in the deep end here. But what we're gonna try and do is try and learn some tapping, some sweep picking, yeah, rhythm, all that. So we're gonna choose, this is on Songster, this is Sunny. He has a lot of songs on there that is just quick, easy. Like, this is 10 lines. But I don't know if you guys knew that. My dogs are in the background. Anyways, so what we're gonna try and do is we're gonna try and start this in about a week. I will come back with Sunny Part 2. I'll come back with it and show my progress. Today we're just gonna start with it. So to start, we have a lot of sweep picking with this, and I am a big user of my fingers. I grow out my fingernails for this kind of stuff. So if we look at it real quick, we're doing 0, 11, 9, 8. So if we're looking at it, we're like, that's not it, I made an idiot. It's more like this, kind of like this structure, I guess. Let's look at it. Let's try this. Here, I don't really use a pick. We're gonna see if this is better though. That actually works a lot better. It's got a little thing right here. We're gonna see if does this require the same shape, because now we're moving to 9, 8, 6. So we're ooh, that doesn't sound quite right. I guess that is right though. That's the first section of this. So what I'm seeing right now is, because I'm gonna try and learn some music theory out of this. He's kind of keeping it in the same, this 10 step. I don't think you need to. He's keeping it in the same 9, 8, 11 kind of area. And I know a little bit of music theory, so if like, let's see what he's trying to do. I believe that's the D scale, I think. If I'm looking at it right here. No, that'd be C. No, that'd be D, I think. It's either D or C, and I'm just not remembering. Either way, it's a type of scale. So that seems what he's kind of doing here. He's using some sweep picking, which I'm not very big into. Let's see. Mostly because I like playing with my fingers. We're gonna try that with the thumb real quick. Okay. Let's try this a little bit more up. Let's try and combine that all together now. Oof. Ooh. I don't like the sound of that. It's like my B string, I think. Honestly, I can never remember. Let me tune it up real quick. It's a little bit out of tune. Try that again. That sounds a little bit better. Well, that's just not okay. I like that. So that's the first little bit. It's taken us about a couple minutes, but if we're looking at it real here, he seems to still be keeping it in that like that D. Honestly, I should look it up. That like D C major structure. I'm gonna pull it up a little bit so you can kind of see what I'm doing here. He's kind of keeping it right here, so let's. Kind of keeping it right there for the first little bit. Then he moves it down to the 4 into the 6 frets. Kind of gets a bar going in here. Let's see. Not really though, because he's got an open B. He's got an open A string, I believe. Did he tune it up? It is tuned up. That's all right. I don't really care. So it's more like. I think we have to do. Then move the finger, this pointer finger up. And then maybe bar this, question mark? Because he's kind of doing like an E chord here. Yeah, he's doing an E. Not E major, but C. That's pretty cool. So he does kind of that E, he does like an E shape bar chord and moves it down to just an open strings on the 6th fret. That's interesting though. Let's see. I want to see what kind of what he's using here. I want to see if I can kind of replicate. He could be using an A. It could be an A scale. I don't know all the scales. I'm just going off the caged method. That's just anywhere on the here. Let me play y'all some caged. Sometimes I like to mess around. That's the best. I think that's like my main way of doing it right now. So let's. That's really cool though. So far we're in 2 lines in, 2 measures in, 2 lines. I don't fucking know. That's pretty cool though. So he's kind of going from a C major pentatonic to an A major pentatonic with an E scale. I'm kind of talking out of my ass right now. I'm just seeing like what's coming first to my mind here. What's on the next string? What's on next scares me because we start the 7 0 7 6. We start the 0 7 6. There was 16. We touch 16. We tap 16. Probably do this with this hand. And then we have the 9. Then we'd probably. No, that was right here. My bad. Then maybe we could tap it again because I'm right here, right? Then we could probably do this, maybe, because it's a 15 to a 16 from here, and I've already got my finger right here. So maybe like. I don't know if y'all can hear that. It's probably not very loud. That's probably what we do here, honestly. I think that's very interesting. All right, let's retry it again. Let's just refresh our memory. This is gonna be measure 1. Let's play I'm gonna play slowly. Is that it? Yeah, no. The bar here. Let's try. Okay, that was a little rough. That's a little bit of rough. But that's the first little bit of that. That's really interesting, though. I understand this video is very technical, but I just think this is very, like, analyzing it now, because I know jack about music theory. I know a little bit. I know caged. I can improvise a little bit. Like, let's try that C major that I was talking about. That was just me improvising. I'm just messing around at this point. Anyways, so that's where we are right now. I think by next week, I'm going to try, so it's day 5. So I think if we're doing this by weeks, 7-day week, we're probably going to do this back on day 12. Yeah. I think we'll end it right there for today. If there's anything that you guys would like me to try and play, I'm decent at guitar, so I could probably get by this, but if anything you guys want me to play or check out, please comment. I'm trying to learn new guitar stuff, so please go ahead. I'm sorry about my dog in the background. I'm sure it was on cam, and I probably should have just waited and recorded later, but anyways. This is Ghost Cherry Limeade. I really like Ghost. Mainly just their cherry limeades and their Welch's soda. Those are really good. But yeah, we're gonna leave it right there for now. I think this is a good start, especially for day 1. Thank you all for watching though. Please subscribe, like, please comment about anything. If you had any ideas, if you want me to try anything new, I would appreciate that. Keep notifications on, all that stuff. Thank you all for watching. I hope all of you are gonna have a good day. I know today was just very technical and not like the other videos we're talking about all the like mental shit, but yeah, good stuff, guys. All right, I'll see you guys later. I hope all of you have a good day. See you on day 6. Bye bye.